So, like I've mentioned before, Railjack is a great affinity farm, but apparently it also works as a really good credit farm. People have been wondering what I mean by the affinity and credit farm, so let's get into it. Here we are in the dry dock with my Catherine Gaza personalized Railjack. Now, the big thing to note is that I currently have about 38.6-ish million credits. So just keep an eye on that because that's going to change afterwards, but what I've noticed is that the mission complete screen doesn't seem to show how many credits you get, as far as I can tell. At least I may have actually missed it completely, but either way, we're going to now go into a Gaia Point mission, preferably one without any sentient anomaly meat. So let's get into it. Welcome to Gaia Point, the most straightforward of the Veil missions. And by straightforward I mean very simply, you destroy everything and you're done. There's no objectives, there's no extra time wasting shenanigans. Just kill everything like so. So obviously, because it's a kill everything type mission, people tend to use something like Tether because Tether is really powerful. I also recommend something like Seeker Volley for any situation where you find yourself with enemy fighters that are spread out a little bit too far for something like Tether to work. You could always use something like Seeker Volley instead. For example, we have a bunch of enemies here. We can actually get them with the Tether, like so. When you have enemies sort of spread out a little bit far, like how we have now with 3 on the right, 2 on the left, and a couple down over there, we're going to have to stick to using the Seeker Volley maybe to get every single one of them, or at least more of them. I personally prefer to use my Railjack's forward artillery from a distance. It seems like I am of a very small minority, and I find that absurd for some reason, as if you don't want to actually do it this way. Of course, in this case, I was not far enough, so I ended up getting breached. So that's unfortunate. Let's actually do this. So I'm actually going to finish off these 2 bits at the same time. There we go. Less time having to wait. Scold cruise ships, of course, will require a good old-fashioned missile in order to break those shields, of course. I normally stay 3 kilometers away from a cruise ship, so that might be the problem. I'm staying apparently 2 kilometers away from a cruise ship, which is not ideal, but that's okay. Okay, in this case, I'm gonna have to use the Seeker Volley in order to get rid of all of them, but I might actually try and grab a Tether, see if I can get enough there. And if you want to use a Tether, I would recommend using the Photor as your main weapon, because trying to hit the Tether with something like a Cast Nox, because of that bullet time, that bullet travel time, it is going to cause a bit of an issue if you try to use that with something like the Tether. And we have one last one here. Excellent, that should do it. So I'm going to take out these 2 cruise ships from a much larger distance than usual, so that's really good. Should be far enough. Yes indeed, 3 kilometers and they cannot hit you. I will now need to go and pop a bubble. Or not. So now we're going to blow up these last 2 cruise ships using the forward artillery, which should result in a mission successful. One last one to go. And there we go. That's it. Voila, and we got ourselves a Vita engines out of that. So, first things first, we're going to have a look at how much affinity we got out of all this. So, went from, I think, rank 26 up to rank 29 with about 100,000 XP or 90,000 XP more or less, so that's really good. And so, now let's go back to our dry dock in order to find out how many credits I ended up getting from that mission. So if you remember at the start of the video, we had around about 38.59 million credits. So if I now press escape and have a look at my credit count, it's now sitting at 38.682 million credits. So we basically got about 90,000 credits for a pretty quick quick run. So that's pretty much it. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments below. Is the Railjack Affinity farm your favorite farm to use for affinity and apparently credit purposes? Let me know in the comments. Otherwise, hope you guys enjoyed. If you like this video, hit that like button, subscribe for more Railjack action, and until next time, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Bye.